In this video, we are going to continue creating our rays, and we are add these waves down here as well. So as I mentioned in the previous video, what I want to do right now is I want to unite all these guys together. So in the Pathfinder tool, that's what I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose Unite, just like that. Now that we have the rays created, or at least this part of the rays, or this whole section right here, what we need to do right now is we need to recreate these waves down here. What I will recreate it with is this time the pen tool. So I'm just gonna select it from the tools panel and click and drag somewhere here to the bottom to create this kind of a spine. So when I click and drag, I am dragging out the direction handles, and I'm gonna click somewhere here. Let me just you know, with the pen tool, it's hit and a miss quite a lot of times, so it will take some time to readjust these handles. So I'm just gonna quickly do it like that. And what I want to do right now is I want to go to the tool that is called the Width tool, and it sits right here in the tools panel, and it has a very handy shortcut of Shift plus W. And the way it works is when I click on an anchor point and start dragging, you can see that I'm making my wave thicker, just like that, maybe a bit more. And of course we can do the same with our right anchor point, just like so. Maybe this should be fine, and it's still an editable path. So if I just click on this anchor point, I'm going to maybe bring it a bit down, and if I click this handle, I'm going to bring it a bit up, just like that. And with the width tool, we can still edit the width of the path. So if I just click on an anchor point right here, I'm going to make it wider, just like that. And of course, again, we could spend the whole afternoon trying to get this right, trying to get the exact width of this line. But I think I am going to leave it for you. If you want to play with that, be my guest. I wanted to show you how to create this path by using the width tool. What I want to do right now is I want to create this right wave right here. And that's as easy as simply reflecting and copying this guy to the right. So I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna hit the O key on the keyboard and then enter to invoke this reflect tool dialog box. And I'm simply gonna hit copy, just like that. I'm gonna move it to the right and reflect it again. But this time I will reflect it horizontally, and I click OK. And now it's just a matter of rotating this guy a bit and maybe changing its size just a bit, maybe to somewhere here. This should be fine. And with the direct selection tool, I'm gonna grab the right edge of my wave and simply nudge it a bit down, just like that. Okay, before we finish this whole shape off, there's one thing we need to remember, and that thing is that these are all strokes that have an effect applied to it. And what we want to do, what we want to achieve eventually, is to create this, is to unite these guys with the rays. And to do that, we need to convert these stroked paths into regular paths with fills. And that's as easy as going to the object menu and clicking expand appearance, just like that. And now what we can do is we can unite all these guys into one shape. But before that, we can see that we have this this little triangle right here, this part of array that is well, actually we don't want this guy, we don't need it. So with all these shapes selected in the Pathfinder tool, I am gonna again choose the divide function, just like that. And with the direct selection tool, I am going to select this path and simply hit delete, just like that. And what I can do right now is you can see that this is a group, but I think that it will be safe for us to simply hit the unite key as well to create these rays shape like that. So really all that's left to do to finish this logo is to add the base of it and add the